Another way we can divide polynomials is by something called synthetic division. Now this only works if we're dividing by a binomial. In this case we're dividing by x minus 2, so synthetic division can work. Synthetic division uses the coefficients of every term in the polynomial. So here we've got 1x cubed, and I'm going to write them in order. So 1x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 2. Now, what we're going to do is work with this x minus 2. We take the opposite of what we see here. So instead of minus 2, I'm going to write 2. And then we work some magic. All we're going to do is add and then multiply. So here, I'm adding 1 to nothing, and I get 1 at the bottom. I then multiply 2 by 1 to get 2. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. Multiply 2 by 3. Negative 3, I get negative 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. Now, the last number is our remainder. Everything before it is our polynomial. So I'm going to build the polynomial backwards. I've got this negative 6 divided by x minus 2 is my remainder. Then I've got the polynomial, I've got negative 2 as a coefficient, minus 3x, and 1x squared. So if I divide x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 2 by x minus 2, I should end up with, and I did in the last video, end up with x squared plus minus 3x minus 2 minus 6 over x minus 2. And that becomes our solution. Synthetic division is quick and easy if we have a binomial. If we are dividing by a trinomial, we have to use the long division method. The idea of placeholders also comes in handy in synthetic division. With this polynomial here, or with this division here, I'm now going to take 1x cubed, I have 0x squareds, I have 7x's, and I have negative 3 as my constant. Since we've got x minus 4, that's what we're dividing by, I'm going to take negative 4 and put it in the backwards L shape. And again, we bring the 1 down. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. 7 plus 16 is 23. 23 times negative 4 is negative 92, which leaves us with negative 95 as a remainder. So my polynomial, again building backwards, we got minus 95 over x plus 4. Our constant is positive 23. Our x term is negative 4x. And we got 1x squared. So if we divide x cubed plus 7x minus 3 by x plus 4, we get x squared minus 4x plus 23 minus 95 over x plus 4. The things you have to remember with synthetic division is you bring down the first term and you multiply that number by what's here to get the next second number and add, then multiply and add, then multiply and add. Your last number here is always your remainder, so you build backwards from there. And the number up in this corner comes from the x plus 4. You take the opposite of the plus 4, and that becomes the number that you're doing all these operations with.